Just in case you didn't know, like I didn't know. Tory Lanez, yes, Tory Lanez is the one who sang the song like that. And his dad, that's right, his dad, Sonstar Peterson, live on Hot Night. That's incredible. I didn't know this, man.
A lot of people don't know, but hey, we got 3 other racehorses coming out of the stable right now because his brothers are as good as he is and all diverse from the other, and all of them dropping music in 2018. So it's about to be on in a serious way.
You know the seed doesn't fall far from the tree.
That's right. Of course, the seed has to testify of what the tree really is.
There you go.
Course,
and
sure.
They are more R&B. You are gospel, big gospel.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it's a rhythm, it's a beat. It's just my message is different. I come from a really serious entertainment background in the secular arena. I've been there. That's where I started. I actually started off as a dancer. I'm a qualified choreographer. I like doing visual things, stage productions. You know, live theater, live stage, movies, all of these things are part of what we do. And my boys, you know, Tory being that door opener right now, you know, there's a company that we call One Umbrella. And One Umbrella is not only set up for the family, but it is to also bring other artists under that umbrella and give them, you know, an opportunity to be able to shine. And so that's what we do. We've been... God has just given us a musical and creative gene, and so it's just going now from generation to generation.
Incredible, incredible.
Yeah.
That's great stuff. Well done, man. Well done. So, Cry of a Watchman. Tell me about that.
Interestingly, that song I wrote while I was here in Kenya. Then I recorded when I was in Toronto traveling at some point. And this song actually goes as far back as probably 2012. When I got here first in 2011, we were on the verge of a new election coming up and so on and so forth. And God had been showing us a lot of things about what the outcome of that election would be, and true as he had shown is exactly what happened. But in the midst of writing it, imagine being in the studio in Toronto, but my meditation is on Kenya. And by the way, my wife is Kenyan. She is the queen that is sitting behind me here. Wonder is really wonderful. She is my wife, the stock of Luya and Kalenjin all together. And so, you know, imagine having that kind of a connection, not just to the continent, but to a nation. And I'm in Toronto, and I'm, you know, recording the song, but my mind is on Kenya because of the intense struggle that was going on. So that's what this song is all about. It's a song about intercession. It's a song about prayer. And Jeff, one of the things recently that, you know, has been on my heart, because the nation is going through changes, and I think people need to be patient with Kenya. Seriously, there's always controversies, and everybody wants to get their word in because of how it's going to benefit them. But I think that the entire populace of Kenya needs to be patient with this process. The best things in life come through a process. A diamond is forged at the temperatures of 2200 degrees Fahrenheit. 2200 degrees Fahrenheit, 300 kilometers below the Earth's surface. And the pressure there, they say, is 50 millibars, which means that one commentator said, if you want to understand the pressure of 50 millibars, imagine 3,000 grown men standing on your foot. That's the pressure. And that's where common carbons, you know, what we call coal, Kenya you call it makaa, that common carbon is forged together and crystallized into a diamond. So sometimes when there's a process going on, you know, for the soul of a nation, we don't understand it. We only understand how it affects us, and as a result, we can respond negatively. And so, since I've been back, we came back about a week ago, and my message to Kenyans is very, very simple. Stop lending your voice to all of the controversy. Stop walking around talking about how corrupt politicians are. Stop all of that madness, because whether you realize it or not, the more you speak that, the more you are assenting to it, the more you are giving voice to it. Start declaring something different. Declare that Kenya is on a positive trajectory right now. declare that Kenya is going to be the lead domino in Africa. And that's something I'm saying prophetically in this chair. Coming from a guy who prophesied the rise of Barack Obama in 1990 in South Africa, I wrote a book entitled The Destiny of the Black Race. And in that book it's recorded, so it's not something I'm just making up. It's recorded there when I declared that Nelson Mandela was coming out of prison and he would be the sign of Joseph to us because he was going to ascend to the throne of his nation just like Joseph did. And so it's time to start speaking positively. It's time to inject positive vibes into the society. I understand things have been hard, but you know what? Kenya is a very young nation insofar as nationhood goes. You know, we came out from under colonialism. It wasn't really that long ago, so far as nations are. Yes, the landmass has been here for years, but there's a process going on. And so this song really is calling believers to prayer for the positive outcome of what this nation can be.
I love it. I love it. Let's take a listen. Cry of a Watchman, Sonstar Peterson.